Flat Earth Proof 12 Lunar Enigma. Have you noticed the cooling effect of moonlight? No, really, because moonlight is demonstrably cooling, not heating. As opposed to the golden, preserving effects of sunlight, moonlight is instead curiously silver and putrefying. Not only is the temperature of moonlight not what we've been led to presume, but during the waxing and waning phases of the moon, it is even possible to occasionally see stars and planets directly through the disk of the moon. Some documented examples of this phenomenon include 4 astronomers writing in the Philosophical Transactions of the Royal Astronomical Society on March 7, 1794, that they, quote, saw a star in the dark part of the moon, which had not then attained the first quadrature, and from the representations which are given, the star must have appeared very far advanced upon the disk. End quote. On April 7, 1848, Sir James South of the Royal Observatory in Kensington wrote in a letter to the Times newspaper stating that, quote, on the 15th of March, 1848, when the moon was 7.5 days old, I never saw her unilluminated disk so beautifully. On my first looking into the telescope, a star of about the 7th magnitude was some minutes of a degree distant from the moon's dark limb. I saw that its occultation by the moon was inevitable. He goes on to say, the star, instead of disappearing the moment the moon's edge came in contact with it, apparently glided on the moon's dark face, as if it had been seen through a transparent moon, or as if a star were between me and the moon. I have seen a similar apparent projection several times. The cause of this phenomenon is involved in impenetrable mystery. As further noted in the monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society for June 8, 1860, Thomas Gaunt stated of the occultation of Jupiter by the moon on the 24th of May, 1860, quote, I could not see the dark limb of the moon until the planet appeared to touch it, and then only to the extent of the diameter of the planet. But what I was most struck with was the appearance on the moon as it passed over the planet. It appeared as though the planet was a dark object and glided onto the moon instead of behind it, and the appearance continued until the planet was hid, when I suddenly lost the dark limb of the moon altogether. End quote. In fact, seeing stars through the moon is actually a phenomenon occurring fairly often, and if you are diligent and specifically looking for this phenomenon on a starry night, you can occasionally see it, even with the naked eye. So investigate the subject for yourself and ask questions.